This is part 4 of this, and well, part 4 and the final part of this introduction to classes. We'll continue on from where we left off. We have a member function called setHealth that now acts as like a buffer between our private member variable health and the outside world, if you like, and create another member method. And you can see this time it's called player, the exact same name as the class itself. And this is in fact what's called a constructor. A constructor doesn't have a return type, so we don't need void, integer, or any other type. A constructor is called whenever we create a new instance of our class. So every time we have a new player, by default we're going to set health to 100 and the subcolor to red. So if I comment out where we're setting the subcolor to blue, I'll also comment out where we're picking up the health from the text box. So there's nowhere in our main code now are we actually setting the value of good guy. If I run it and click the button for class, you can see there that it's setting the health to 100 and the color to red, which is the default values that we put into this default constructor. So a constructor there that takes no arguments is called the default constructor. I'm going to go ahead and copy that default constructor, paste it back in again, and this time I'm going to put in an argument. Right. This one's going to accept an integer called h. I'm going to set health equal to whatever h is. I could go ahead and add in the validation that I did before. This time whenever we create the new instance of good guy, I'm going to also pass in the value 88. And if we click our class button, you can see that we've now instantiated this player with the value 88 and the color red. I can go ahead and create more constructors. So we have a default constructor. We have one that takes an integer as an argument. We've now got one created here that takes a string as an argument. So we'll set subcolor equal to whatever string we passed in. I can go to my main program again. You see I'm still getting 88 in red because I'm still passing in an integer, but this time if I pass in a string, okay, and let's make the suit pink, my output then will show 100% of health and the color pink. So as you can see, the compiler automatically chose the correct constructor based on what arguments were passed into it. So at the minute there we have a constructor that takes no arguments, one that takes an integer, one that takes a string, and of course we can go ahead and create as many constructors as we like, providing there is something unique within the parameter list. So for this one here, we're going to pass in both a string and an integer, which gives the user full control whenever they're creating a new player class of the health and the suit color. So health will be equal to H and suit color will be equal to C. So back in our main code, I'm going to pass in not just a string, but now also an integer. So we should have a 50% health and a pink suit. And that's exactly what we're getting. You can see from that then that the proper constructor is being chosen based on an argument list. As we go down through each of them, all get the same name, but function overloading allows us to use constructors with the same name. Obviously they have to have the same name as long as there's something different about the argument list.